Moving to this story now, the SABC has 48 hours to respond to unions or face industrial action next week. Now, the unions are opposed to the public broadcaster's plan to retrench more than 300 workers. And they've accused the SABC of negotiating in bad faith. Khayelihle Khumalo reports.
We'll be giving them 48 hours period, which will mean that the industrial action kicks on next week, Wednesday.
Trade union CWU has read the SABC the right act. It wants a stop to the retrenchments and is threatening industrial action again. But this time its strike is going to be slightly different, with the country battling a second wave of COVID-19.
We are not going to have a mass gathering here, but we are going to drive with a motorcade to the union building and hand deliver our memorandum and express our dissatisfaction on how the state is intervening on the state-owned entities. Because as a public broadcaster, we cannot allow individuals, such as the CEO and the chairperson of the board, to dictate terms against everyone else. The parliament has pronounced against the retrenchment.
Pemau is also throwing its weight behind the move. It says the public broadcaster has not negotiated in good faith.
We are in full support. We are together in the trenches at this point in time. That is the last kind of resort that employees would have to fend off a strike in a legitimate and constitutional manner. If the outcome of the strike is not what we envisage it to be, then there is still an option for our members in particular to refer anyone that lost their job, who refer that to the Labour Court.
But the SABC is sticking to its guns and says the process has been quite fair.
So we went through a process of determining a new operating model for the organisation, and then we went through a process of determining an optimal structure to support and enable that operating model. And then we engaged with all parties around that proposal.
But the unions have vowed not to back down until their demands are met. Khayelihle Khumalo, Johannesburg.